Welcome back to SpadeCardMagic. Today I'm going to show you a really cool color change. So before I begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get started. The color change. Alright, this color change is very simple, and you start with two cards like so. And what you're essentially doing is holding it like this, and you're essentially getting the bottom card and swapping it on top, but discreetly. So how to do that is you want to start by pinching the top corner in this position so it's the wide angle, and then you want to start by pinching it like that, but you don't want to hold it like this. You want to hold it more in your hand like this, so it's angled so the inside corner is touching your palm. And now once you can do that, you bring in your left hand and you grip this corner, but you don't pinch it, you just grip it like so, and you twist it up. And what you're doing, the angle should be where this hand is facing the audience and you're bringing this card up, so this is completely covered by your hand. And what you're not doing at this point is holding it out and bringing the card down, because that will flash the back card. So make sure when you do it, you hold it in your hand and you bring the top card out. You can do a little movement with your back hand, but make sure it's mostly the top hand like so, or the top card. So once you've got that down, what you're doing after that is when you've split the cards, you're bringing this all the way back into your palm. And this palm, I've talked about a little on the channel, is with your thumb and your palm like so. So it's resting so you have these four fingers free. And that's what this palm is. So if we go over that, you're pinching the top right corner like so. Then after you pivot the card, you break this apart. And then after it's about this far, and then you start pulling it away. And then you have this card in your hand gripped like this. So from here, what you're doing is holding it with your thumb right here. And that's very important, because now you're palming this card. And because your four fingers are free, your spectator won't really think anything of it. So what you can do now is get this edge right here and put it below your thumb. And that looks like this. You just quickly go under and like that. So if you can see that properly, the edge literally just goes under your thumb. So once you do that, after, all you do is square it up. So you want to make sure this is fast. And with your ring finger and your thumb, all you're doing is going down the deck. And as you go down the cards, with your thumb here, if you need to align it, the two cards together, you slowly pull them together like so. And this should be done pretty fast so they don't see the flash. And from here, if you have the deck, you can put the card on the deck and then show the card singular. But don't worry about that too much. Just make sure when you do it, the angles are good. So you always face the audience with your hand like so. Then after you extract it, you want to make sure the spectator is paying more attention to this card. And then you slip it under your thumb like so. So it's in this position. And then here you want to take your ring finger and your thumb and make sure these fingers square it up as you pull it together with your thumb. So in one motion, it will square it up like this, and then it looks like the card changes. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time at SpadeCardMagic.